Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's Thursday. It's Korner Booth Pregame.
Hey, this thing on? Hello, testing.
No debate, cause it's all. I'm too official, got the drip, I got the sauce. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, yeah. Still standing and defiant. Slay the competition, cause I'm walking like a giant.
What's up, Twitter world? There's my little OJ.
He's got an autographed OJ photo.
Has anybody heard the story about the Glizzy guy?
He fits today's generation.
Oh yeah, speaking of lady basketball players, Lola Bunny, bonkable. Yes or no?
Hi, guys. Welcome to the Korner Booth Pregame. My lights are not on. It's Thursday. I hate basketball. And, but baseball and football are cool. So is beer and video games and everything else that makes me happy. Minnesota's not one of them. Yeah, see, right there. Wolves are dead. Wolves dead. Wolves aren't back. That was disgraceful. Before I get more into it, I look shiny tonight. It's weird. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my co-host, who, I'm praying for his boys tonight because, God, I do not want a Pacers Thunder finals. I mean, listen, I do like the Pacers. I do. I've liked them since the Reggie Miller days, but I just think for the sake of basketball, at least to get a team like New York to root for, be amazing. Anyway, here's Matt Ordazzo.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a good old New York miracle. I do feel pretty confident in them winning tonight at the Garden. It just depends. I guess it just depends on what goes on after that. So I feel comfortable or confident with them winning tonight. Hopefully that gives them momentum going into Saturday. Maybe they could force a Game 7. But at the end of the day, you are talking about 3 in a row, and the Pacers have just been a tough, a fast, and just a much deeper team than the Knicks have been, and we will see how it goes. But I feel pretty good about a win tonight, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you know what the worst part about this whole thing is that I would have loved for you guys and us to play, because I feel like that would have been like the most epic NBA Finals we've had probably. I'd say since Golden State, Cleveland, right? Like it's got to be like there's just so much heart and there's storylines there and everything looks great. And to be honest with you, since about 2017 when LeBron's last finals in Cleveland, I don't think that it's been fun. It really hasn't. Like the NBA Finals kind of like an afterthought. I mean, I you know what? No. Kawhi with the Raptors, that was the last good NBA Finals.
That was a good one.
And that was basically riddled with injuries. But still, I mean, the NBA could have done well with this and leave it to this league to find another face of the league that I hate. So, SGA, congratulations. You are now replaced LeBron James and Luka as the player I hate the most in basketball. Woohoo! All right. Also, to Oklahoma City Thunder fans, y'all are the worst. Really, the crap I'm seeing on Twitter, I'm like, dude, like, y'all are so tone deaf. You don't realize that you're getting calls and you're kicking our butt. If you guys were barely, it would be even worse if they were barely beating us, but it's like, I think Minnesota was just done. I think they were just done with the series. They knew it was an uphill. They were playing against the refs and them. And you know what? Whatever. Let the NBA shoehorn Oklahoma City's first title in there. Watch how it just keeps going in the rankings.
I think most of the world, maybe not. I don't know. I think a majority of the Northeast were looking for a Knicks and Wolves finals just because of the matchups of those. Just with you got Randall and DiVincenzo coming back.
Brunson, you got me sold, and that's before we even get into the trade pieces. Like Ant versus Brunson is just must-see TV. But
I know now if everything works out the way that I hope it does, which is it's very unlikely, but anything is possible per Kevin Garnett. Anything is possible. But I'm imagine just a flop sesh, just the SGA and Brunson
and SGA just. We'd be like, oh, the NBA's got a problem. And they really do, honestly. In all honesty, the series should be up. The Timberwolves should be down 3-2 in the series because that's stupid fouling every 5 seconds when you're up by 3 crap the Thunder pulled is the reason I hope they never win a title. I hope I hope they continue to they somehow find a way to choke it. That it was the worst basketball I've ever seen in my life. I've seen my team do it, and I'm like, I don't like this. This isn't fun. Just play defense, make a stop, like be a real basketball team, not this technical, savvy, like math geek, sabermetrics crap. Math ruins sports. I'll say it. Analytics ruin sports. They just did. Now, timing and percentages on routes and things in football. Football is the one sport where like math kind of helped.
It makes it more exciting.
Yeah,
analytics will tell you to go for it on. Analytics will tell you go for it on 4th and 3, and then it's really exciting. But then it tells you in baseball, hey, you should walk this guy instead of hey, like go for the bunt. And so you just don't see bunts anymore.
Yeah, you know what my favorite part is that the more teams get away from all the sabermetrics, the better they get. Because what wins in the end? Scoring runs, striking out pitchers, and playing defense and stealing bases and just doing whatever you can to win. Not walking this guy to get to this guy because it may have a 5% ex-WOBA chance or whatever the hell crap they want to pull. I love, like, there's only a few sabermetrics I like. One of them is like WRC plus and just straight up WAR. Like, stuff like that, I actually understand why it makes sense. But you can't tell. Listen, the biggest thing I've hated about basketball is one, yes, the 3-pointer is worth more points and an open 3 is great, but just drive in and get a basket. Like there's nothing wrong with that, my friend. Like there's nothing wrong with just driving to the hole and dunking or putting up a layup because it's a lot easier to get those shots. Also, in baseball, he has a great ex-wall because he hits the ball hard. But if he hits it at the center fielder every time and it's just a fly out, his batting average is 0 and he scored 0 runs. I'm done with my old man rant. You know who's not old? Our producer. He's a Giants fan. And I guess his A's aren't. They've been fun this week, I guess. I don't know. They played the Phillies this week too, which I noticed. Hi, Nate.
Hi. Yeah, look, man, I hate basketball too. It's okay. You just realized that a few more weeks after. And Matt, good to see you as well. Missed you on Monday, good sir. But I'm glad you're okay. And I assume you'll be joining us on the.
He's abandoned.
Yeah, but I miss Matt. When Matt's not here, I get sad. But all three of us will be joining the I Hate Basketball bandwagon quite soon.
We do have to talk. We have to at least have to pick the finals and then root for it to get the worst.
Yes, it's the Pacers. Duh. That's what I'll be rooting for them.
I'm rooting for whoever comes out of the East.
I would have if the Knicks can't make a miraculous comeback
or a giant meteor.
I'd have to root for OKC. I couldn't.
Or a tornado. Oh, too soon. Nobody get hurt. Maybe just knock the building over so nobody can play their games in that city for a couple weeks. Nobody loses their
Jared,
job.
what did you think about Ant's comments when they were asked about how does he feel that the finals were over? And he was saying how he was excited because he's a young guy, but he feels bad for Mike Conley. But the fact that he said he was excited because he's young and he's going to have more opportunities to get there. What did you think of that?
It's weird. People got to realize Ant joined the league when he was 19. And, he's definitely an interesting character as a human being. He's going to get more shots. But the comment about Mike Conley being 18 in his 18th season, I would have loved to see Mike C get his first title. Man, that would have been lit. And the worst part is I don't think he's playing basketball next year. I think this is it. And I also, Ant, I think, tries almost too hard not to be the face of the league. And so now I've got to deal with this schmuck from Canada. But I don't know. I just, right now, I'm just disappointed with the whole team. Y'all should have played better. And, I think they kind of just got down on themselves the second that they couldn't start. They weren't banking shots. I think they scored first. That was the only lead they had the entire game. They couldn't get a bucket in after that first shot. And I'm just like, yeah, this series is over. And it sucks, man. And I really have no comment really on Ant Edwards because he's a grown man. And to be honest with you, it's like, who cares? It's like the season's over. It's like he's not going anywhere in Minnesota. Like, this is like the biggest franchise player they've had. since Kevin Garnett, possibly even more because he's done something Garnett never did. He went to back-to-back Western Conference Finals. He's been to the playoffs all but one season in his career. Or no. Yeah, all but one season in his career in Minnesota. He's gone to the playoffs, which I don't think any player's done yet in Minnesota. So, listen, Jaden McDaniels keeps progressing. I think one of the hidden gems we got out of this playoff was Terrence Shannon Jr. is going to be a menace to society as he becomes a better player. Would love to see more Rob Dillingham, DiVincenzo. I hope we keep Randall and hope we keep Naz Reid. I hope we jettison the Frenchman to some team other than us. It's not really his fault anymore. I just don't think he's really worked for our system. The word on the street is we can only keep 2 of our guys who are optioned out. And looks like it's going to be most likely Randall and Naz Reid who we retain, but Nikhil Walker-Alexander will probably go somewhere else. Kind of sucks. I mean, it's just because, like 10-year-old me who's obsessed with basketball, who wore like Garnett jerseys to school every week, had like a custom Timberwolves jersey when I was a kid, and he was screaming his head off from the first win against the Lakers until probably last Saturday. And, it's just unfortunate, but what are you going to do? But, it's not unfortunate. Joining us now for almost the whole show, boys and girls, co-host of the Hilo Sports Podcast, was thoughtful enough to invite a couple of us over to do a mock draft last night, which I completely forgot about for one point. So I had to auto draft like 3 picks. But ladies and gentlemen, DJ Stewart.
Hello, gentlemen.
I was so mad during that mock. So I had it on my phone and I was flopping back and forth between your Twitter stream or your X stream, sorry, and the mock draft. So on your X stream, I was on the clock. And when I go back to my sleeper thing, one of you guys are on the clock. I was like 2 spots back. And I'm like, what's going on? Why does it say me, but they're on it? So then I was like, all right, well, there's 10 seconds left. I might as well wait. And all of a sudden I have CeeDee Lamb on my team. And I'm like auto drafted the whole first round. I had to turn auto draft off. I don't even know who was available. I was going for Bijan. I don't even know if he was there. But
Bijan was gone, so you didn't miss out on that. CD was it worked out okay, I guess. CD was probably the right pick there, but I get what you're saying. It's like, what if it had given you something? What if it given you something trash? Like, what if it gave you Braylon Allen or something?
I was so in the first round. Could you imagine? I was so mad, and I had to keep reminding myself it's May, and this doesn't matter. And I was like, okay. After like 4 rounds, I calmed down.
The competitiveness was cranking though.
Yeah, I was like,
we got a few more of those, so we'll invite the crew along for a few more just to get the juices flowing before they start counting.
Hell yeah!
I was like,
hey, you're coming to the next one too, sir. So keep a Wednesday afternoon clear.
Aye, Captain.
By afternoon, I mean your afternoon, our normal time.
Yes.
Yeah, our bedtime and your lunchtime.
Heck yeah, because I'm always up till 3 a.m. That's how.
Yeah, it scares your sleep schedule scares the bejesus out of me.
Yeah, you like text us the YouTube link, and I'm like waking up and I'm about to leave my house for work, and you're like, all right, this will be live at 9 a.m. and I'm like, okay, well, it's 6 something in my time, which means it's 3:15 your time.
Yeah, I'm always doing something, man. But I promise I'm getting my sleep, just sleeping a little bit longer compared to everyone else. But I'm working on it. I promise.
Sorry, by the time you wake up, it's like early midday for us.
Yeah, pretty much.
My favorite, Nate, is that you literally have. I've actually had conversations about your sleep schedule, like my friends and family, because they'll watch the show, and then I'll like make comments about how like you'll text us like 3 o'clock in the damn morning, and I'm like, yeah, he's a late riser on the West Coast, and like my friends are flabbergasted. I'm like, when does he get up? I'm like, usually like 1 o'clock our time, and I'm like, damn, I'm like, it's like texting somebody in Hawaii, like you're not getting a hold of them until about 1 o'clock.
Built different.
Yeah, I mean, I try to get, recently I've definitely tried to get a lot, fix my schedule, and I feel like I have for sure. So it's no longer 3 a.m. It's more like maybe 1 a.m. at the latest, and I'm just, either just, finishing up some stuff or just saving it till the next day or whatever the case may be. So definitely work on it for sure, because I have definitely felt the effects of a messed up schedule for sure. I think on Tuesday, I went out with my guys we had to get Texas Roadhouse, and we went to go watch Lilo and Stitch afterwards. Good movie. Would recommend it For sure. I cried like a baby. Almost.
I heard they
twice.
bastardized the hell out of it, and it makes I'm a little skeptical now.
Well, you know,
Because I grew up with
people
the OG. The OG one is GOAT.
Yeah, people are haters. I mean, some people are haters, but I loved it personally. It was an emotional one. I mean, obviously, I watched the original one, so I know we all, you know, for those who watched it, we know I know how the ending goes. But like, I don't know, I'm an emotional person, so when I watched the movie, I got low key like tears almost coming out of my eyes. But like, I put my hood up so my friends couldn't see that my eyes were watering. So you know,
you getting cultured on us.
I'm so proud.
I promise I heard everything you said, but I was stuck on like, you have Texas Roadhouse in California?
Yes, sir.
You're allowed to have
sir.
meat in California?
Oh my god!
I didn't even know that was a thing out there. I thought that was just over here.
I thought like even like the In-N-Out's basically
Maybe
Impossible
Texas.
Burgers at this point.
No, because that's where the prime Mexican food is. That's where you go and it hits different.
Oh yeah,
So
listen, give me a California burrito all day, dude.
hits different. And their spicy is a different kind of spicy. Like that, like theirs is not white people spicy. It's real spicy.
Their spicy is like my kind of spicy, where it's gonna burn a little bit.
Like what
Yeah,
our version of medium is their version of ketchup.
Yeah, my mild is their mild is probably, you know, habanero for me.
Like they don't play. Like if there's no tiers, it don't count.
My favorite part about like I was explaining to my buddy the other day, because we were talking about like spices and stuff, and I said, listen, I love eating spicy food. Like I put literally Louisiana hot sauce on almost everything I eat. So like last night, my uncle, as a thank you for me, helped me move a bunch of plants out of his house because they're these big mini trees that he puts on his porch. And so I have to, you know, bring them around his property with a ball cart and do all this stuff. But as thank you, he gets wings from our favorite wing spot, which is like well known in Connecticut, at least for the western side. And so their wing sauce is phenomenal. So today I had a couple of frozen baked chicken cutlets, and I literally just drizzled that hot sauce, leftover sauce from the wings on it, and it was. I put hot sauce on my eggs. Dude, I get fried chicken from the local joint, and I'm literally just like hot sauce on top of it. And my buddy's looking at me like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, it's a natural motion for me at this point just to put hot sauce on everything.
I'm going to start
You
calling
mean Frank's
Tommy
hot
after-
sauce?
I'm going to start calling you Tommy.
No,
after
Frank's
this.
is disgusting.
I put that on everything.
Frank's is disgusting.
Sorry.
It's also, listen, a hot
Don't
sauce
you
should
be
not have
sorry.
more
You
than
stick to your
5 damn
Frank.
ingredients in it. And Frank's
I
has
put
like
sriracha.
14.
I'm just saying, I use sriracha, if anything.
Sriracha is
You know-
great, but now they use imitation peppers because they can't get a hold of the original pepper that's used for it.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Americans.
you won't answer the phone.
Hey, when I think of wings, I think of Wingstop. You know the commercial that's been going on during the playoffs?
Oh my lord!
Oh, the Mexican cheese spice.
The largest. Oh, that's a good flavor too.
I just tried it the other weekend. It's a dry rub, which caught me off guard, but it was actually really good. It was really good for a chain wing spot. Let me preface that. You know, I'm not putting it up there with, you know, some of the greats.
It's good for what it is.
Yeah, it's like Buffalo Wild Wings level.
Like it's fine it's fine in situations, but like we're not calling nothing elite. But you it can be on the team.
Buffalo's
some-
overrated. I ain't gonna lie. Not to be a hater, but it is low-key overrated. Wingstop's better
Ow.
for sure.
Leave.
Buffalo Wild Wings
Sorry.
brought back your all-you-can-eat wings.
Buffalo wings are literally. Oh no, Buffalo Wild Wings. You're saying? Oh,
Buffalo-
yes, sorry.
I was gonna be
Yeah.
like, sir, you can't go on that
Hey,
diatribe
hey,
about putting the local joint wing sauce on everything, including Tommy Cutlets, and then kick him out for
No.
this.
No.
Buffalo wings, yes.
I thought you were talking
Buffalo
about
Wild
the flavor itself. I was
Nah,
like,
Buffalo's
ouch,
chilling, boss.
leave.
We chilling. Nah, Buffalo,
That's
we
the
chilling, boss.
OG, man. That's like saying Michael Jordan is like a has been. I'm like, stop it, leave.
Well, he kind of is. He hasn't quite been Michael Jordan in a while. I mean,
I know.
he's still 60 and will dunk on all four.
Well, I
of
was
us.
gonna
We'll
say,
still
like,
be cigar,
if
but
we're gonna, I got a good game. We could name a couple NBA players. We'll name like the wing flavor that is like associated. Like Buffalo, original hot Buffalo is Michael Jordan. Garlic parm, which is like the big up and coming flavor, like everyone loves it now. That's LeBron James.
Honey barbecue's Kobe.
Yes, perfect.
It's a classic, and everybody loves it.
I was gonna say Asian Zing is Yao Ming, but I'm not gonna do that.
you just did that. You can't say you're not going to
Yeah,
do it.
you
And say you're not going to do it.
No, I'm gonna say
Yao
like
Ming.
some kind of Asian teriyaki flavor. I'd say is like
Jeremy, like,
Kevin Durant.
oh, okay.
Rudy Gobert is a dry rub with mayonnaise on the side.
Listen, do not sleep on dry. Okay, so I made the best dry rub wings I ever had were a dry rub Cajun, but they gave you the Cajun salt, like Louisiana hot sauce on the side. So it was like a kind of a double dip of flavor. I could eat 60 of them. It's unbelievable because you get the
That's fine, but when it's dry rubbing, you're dipping it in mayonnaise. That's the problem. That's really
well, mayonnaise. I'm trying to get myself away from mayonnaise in general. The only I do like the avocado oil mayonnaise now because like I did like research on what is in mayo, and I'm like, no wonder it's like so awful for you on top of the fat content.
Oh, so funny story. So I tried to make it myself because we didn't have any, and my wife wanted some for a sandwich. And I was like, oh, it says it's like takes like 5 or 6 ingredients. We have them, so let me do it. It was like a cup of oil, and it was literally just oil and whatever else based. It didn't come out great. It was bad. It didn't work. So
a cup of oil with anything.
That was my mayo story. But sorry in advance, Nate. I saw your story on Instagram the other day, or just before the show started. So Lonzo Ball is a McFlurry. You never get to enjoy because the machine's always broken.
The idea of it is better than the actual production.
Yeah.
I miss him so much.
You just throwing like the Brandon Roys, the Greg Odens of that category, you know.
When healthy, he is a top 15 point guard.
It's been a while since we've seen that, so I don't know if he's still.
Yeah, I don't. What was the last time he was on my court? I feel like it was pre-COVID.
It was this year. It's just he got hurt again.
It's like Marshawn Lattimore, Marcus Lattimore.
Gosh, what could have been if his leg didn't turn into 3 legs?
They just gotta do some like Jared, like you mentioned the other day. Like they just need to. They should have done the leg exercises back in the days.
You know, John Brown. I'm a Ross St. Brown's dad, Mr. Universe in 1975 and 76, I believe. Said this on the Detroit Lions Hard Knocks. He was having his kids do calf raises. And he was talking about how working your calf muscles, doing calf raises, even just like kind of walking using your calves can prevent Achilles injuries and ankle injuries because it strengthens your ankles. And he goes, I guarantee these boys, these Kevin Durant's and everything haven't been doing no calf raises. And you could tell they're blowing Achilles out left and right. And then he talked about how to prevent ACL injuries because it's a hinge motion. And what exercises a hinge motion? It's leg extensions and leg curls. I'm like, genius. So now every leg day, the first 2 exercises I do, or 3, are calf raises, leg extensions and leg curls. As I still play 2 sports semi-competitively. So to me, it's kind of almost 3 if you pick up flag football, but I don't really worry about as much as like knee issues or ankle issues. One, because I'm not running that fast. Faster I used to be, but still, it's like I don't worry about as much because everything's healthier. And you're seeing, I feel like we've almost gotten into overtraining in athletics, but that's a whole different conversation. But I thought it was really cool. Dave, thanks for the shout out because I bring up that point all the time. One more wing flavor. I don't know. We need to come up with an interest, like just a different. What's lemon pepper? And you can't say Lou Williams. That's a layup. That's a freaking layup.
Why?
That's a trademark.
That's a trademark. That's not an actual comparison. Lemon pepper is a slept-on. Lemon pepper is Kevin Garnett.
I'm not a big lemon pepper
the South, loved by many.
He's not really slept on, though. He's pretty widely recognized as a top 20-ish player all time.
True.
I will say,
He's
though,
so loud you can't ignore me if you want to.
I've never had a good lemon pepper sauce. I've only ever had lemon pepper from those chain spots, and I've never had one I like, so I can't really speak on it.
Maddie, you're gonna come up here. We're gonna go to TK's. We're gonna go to Cover 2. They have their lemon peppers.
I have not been to TK's yet.
TK's is where I got the wings yesterday, but Cover 2 in Newtown, their lemon pepper is just pure beauty. It's lemon pepper garlic, so it's a whole new level.
Oh, they had me there. Okay.
I know the Paisan in you is ready to go. And the second I mentioned
you said the garlic, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, lemon pepper garlic is like, honestly, I might do lemon pepper garlic. I got some chicken thighs I want to use that on, so that might be a good idea. All right, I'm talking about too much food in here because I'm getting hungry and I just got out of the gym. All right, let's talk. Oh, I didn't eat anything, and I've already downed an IPA. This is gonna be a fun show. All right, so we got to talk about the games tonight. Knicks, can they stay off elimination? I would love it for them to do it. I would love, listen, nothing would be happier. The keys to the game to me is can we get Cat being the best version of Cat and one other guy step up scoring. It can't just be Brunson and Cat. I want a Bridges 20-pointer game, maybe OG and Anunoby, even though I know it's a little more far-fetched. Deuce McBride. It could be Josh Hart. I don't care. Just give me a third guy to go off and they can win. And on the defensive side of the ball, make Halliburton make dumb mistakes. He's not a perfect player. He's a great floor general who can score. But besides him, it's a bunch of B-tier scores, C-tier scores. It's not an impossible task. I look at this team with the Knicks. They have everything there. They just have to stay home on defense and stay true to their game. And I think they can win tonight, man. I think you guys have a way better chance than we did last night.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident in the Knicks getting at least the win tonight. For the whole series, going 3 in a row, like I said, anything's possible, but it's definitely easier said than done. Whatever happens tonight or this weekend, I'm hoping an off season I just hope for some better chemistry develop between Cat and Brunson, because that's going to be 2 guys on the starting 5. And I know they've only been teammates for the last maybe 7-8 months or so, but I don't know. I just want to see a little more fluidity with this team. I think Tibbs has, earned himself another year with this team. I think he's really developed this culture and this just the mantra of this team just compared to the old Knicks. I think this is a whole new vibe, a whole new way that they play and how their attitude. And I like the way that this team is trending. I just think he still runs his 5 into the ground and they're just tired. I know he's yelling at them to sprint up and down the court, but they're playing a lot of minutes. And I think it's just exhaustion. And I think mentally they got to get themselves to that next level and keep pushing. But the Pacers, I think, have a pretty deep bench and they utilize them. And I think sometimes the Knicks maybe have to work in McBride a little bit more just to get some guys some rest. But I'm sure you understand this, Jared, but I am tired of seeing Cat's defense. It is so bad.
Y'all ask me, why are you trying to trade Karl Anthony Towns? Bingo, right there.
I mean, listen,
on the screen.
When that guy is on, man, he is a great offensive guy. He's an elite
scoring forward. He is one of the best big man scorers I've ever seen in my life. His ability to shoot, drive the hoop, get moving in transition. Hell, he's even pretty athletic on defense, but that's it. He's just athletic. And if I see one more damn temper tantrum when he gets fouled and he's like, oh my God, I don't want to hear it anymore. Okay. Like, dude, this is why it gives me PTSD from the last 6 years of Cat I had to watch, or 12, or however long he was in Minnesota. He's my age, which is scary to think about. I know he's 6 months. He's closer to Matt's age, actually. He's on the farther side of 95. I look at dude, I'm just like, brother, come on.
I love when they pass him the ball and he's at that 3 line and he just goes up with that really zesty shot of his, because it always sinks.
Spicy.
But there's just no reason why somebody that is 3 or 4 inches shorter than him and 50 pounds lighter than him should be just driving right through him up to the goal. You know, he should be stopping these guys. There's no reason why Bridges, who's half his height and everything, should be the one climbing up to get these balls. Oop, pause. But listen, I understand why Charles Barkley has some pause moments, because it's hard not to sound pausey when you're talking NBA sometimes. But Cat needs to improve on that. I'm hoping for some more fluidity and some little better chemistry to develop with that whole. I mean, listen, they got a whole new roster compared to last year, pretty much on that starting Bridges and Cat up there. But I don't know, man. I'm feel very confident in a win tonight. I just hope that this gets them some momentum going into Saturday if they can get past tonight.
I'd love to see it, man. You know, I'm just not ready. I mean, I would. The only good thing about an Indiana Oklahoma City series is the ratings going to be awful. And me as the lead, I'm the lead running man with the flag of bring MLB above NBA to bring in as a third sport, because obviously we know primary is pro football, then college is second, and then there's a dogfight between NBA and MLB. The NBA had it on lock for years, and Adam Silver has done everything possible to tank the sports rep with half of America. And with LeBron most likely retiring in the next 24 months, it is a very real possibility if the MLB and Rob Manfred don't completely shoot themselves in the foot, I could be waving the flag for victory. My issue with the NBA is I've had to be spoon-fed LeBron James and Kevin Durant and Chris Paul and all the other crap I just can't stand while I watched my team sit there and squalor for years. Gave me a little bit of a resentment. So now that my team is good, I now have to suffer through Luka and Jokic and SGA. It's like, I don't care. At this point, and they don't like how my guy, he's not the best father. Name me, unfortunately, when it comes to athletes, the percentage of great fathers, it's not always 100%. So we got to get off this high horse.
He's inconsistent.
I wanted to do it. Patrick Perkins in his mumble speak was talking about how Ant can't be the face of the league because he's not a good dad. Dude, shut up.
Yeah, that's dumb.
You weren't even a good defender your last 2 years in the league, much less. I don't know how he might be a great family man, but dude, nobody cares. Shut up.
It doesn't matter. It don't matter if you're a good family guy.
I literally made a joke
playing.
about it to my buddy's girlfriend, and she shot me a death stare. And I said, "Listen, I'm not making a joke. What he did was not great. It was not responsible." But I did make it. My joke was, he offered to pay for it, and the girl looked at me and she was so upset. It was only just to get a rise out of her because she can, on anything semi-political or anything kind of testy, she can get a little guns out of the holster, ready to go, kind of just ready to start an argument. And I'm like, kidding. It was just a joke because what he did was morally not right. But anyway, I just go Knicks. All right, Deej, Nate, any thoughts on tonight's game before I completely dig myself a hole all the way to China?
Actually, you know what? Ant offered to pay everything in full. He's the type of guy that honestly will pay his credit card in full instead of paying it per month. I like that.
You're ignoring what you put on that credit card, Nate. Like, in theory, that's fine and dandy, but when you look at those credit card charges, like, oh, goodness.
How much did he spend in Vegas?
What did you pay in cash, sir? You do know.
Nah, but like real quick, good season for the Timberwolves, man. You guys made it this far once again. Hopefully better things in the future. Better play from Ann and hopefully from Julius as well. Next year, we'll see. But otherwise, what's up?
I just have to remember, I had nothing but darkness from 2004 for one sliver of light in 2017 until 3 years ago. 2022 was the first time I ever saw the light of us making the playoffs and actually going and advancing into a round. So I have to understand that, listen, Rome wasn't built in a day. And listen, I don't understand how many times the Thunder had to rebuild under their crap hole that Sam Presti stuck through. And unlike the Lakers, who get everything gift wrapped by the league, or the Celtics, some teams actually have to work for their titles. So you know what? I'm happy. It sucks how our season ended, but I know we can do better next year, and I hope we keep the core.
You made it farther than a lot of other teams would. And
we're one of the final four teams the second straight year in a row after we had honestly a down regular season. So I'm okay with it. Deej, anything to contribute before we move on to talking a little college football, actually?
Ants will be just fine as long as his pull-up is never as bad as his pull-out, so they'll be fine.
Hey, yo!
He's 23 years old. He got
an air horn. That one's the winner today.
I think
right. He was balls deep.
Yeah. All right, Nate, stop it. You're Nate corner. Nate corner.
I saw.
Go to your box.
Get to the corner, Dante DiVincenzo. But I would say for the Knicks, their best thing, the weirdest thing with them is you put Jalen Brunson on the floor by himself, they're +5. You put Karl Anthony Towns on the floor by himself, they're +19. When you have those two on the court together, they're -18. So unfortunately, those two need to not be simultaneous cones. One of them has to play defense just a little bit. Karl Anthony Towns needs to pretend he's playing in Kentucky again, where he's actually a very, very good defender. He needs to turn back the clock or something. They can't both be revolving doors at the same time. And Jalen Brunson's 4 feet tall and 5 feet wide. So unfortunately, I think he's gonna be a bit of a cone. So I think Cat just needs to keep his hands out of the cookie jar. If I see him get one more stupid foul, I'm gonna lose my damn mind. Just no grabbing hands, no slapping, just hands straight up and let them run directly into your barrel chest. The only person on the team that should even
Julius Randle defense, bro.
Just don't check them, don't push them, and I think they could be fine. I don't think they're coming back. I don't think they can run with the Pacers. And they don't, outside of those two, who scores? They don't have anyone who could just pop threes consistently. They don't have anyone who can even really drive and create a shot too much. I mean, McBride sometimes can maybe be that guy, but I don't think he's there yet. What they need is like a Bradley Beal or just somebody else that could be a third option that could randomly go get you points, or even an Aaron Naismith, or if they could take him from the Pacers. Just somebody who can just make shots, play a little defense, maybe drive on occasion. And they're really missing that. So Brunson signature game, Cat less than 5 fouls tonight, then they can win.
You know what? One interesting thing, by the way, before I get any farther in this rabbit hole, Nate's Penalty Box presented by our friends over at Righteous Felon. Promo code BELLYUP for 15% off at checkout. Some of the best meat, snacks, and beef jerky on the market. My personal favorite is the Maryland crab flavor, my favorite, or the Foul Capone. It's a basil pesto turkey jerky, very good, very high in protein actually. But check them out; they're in a lot of gas stations, supermarkets. You can find them at righteousfelon.com. Promo code BELLYUP for 15% off. All right, Nate, we'll bring you back out now.
Hi.
Nate, we're back in form, buddy. We sent you the penalty box.
I know, huh? It's been a minute.
Dark Side Nate is back, baby. No, wait, the hood's not up. The hood's not up, and he doesn't look angry at the world. So he's only half back.
Everything is good in the sports world, I think.
No, it's not.
Yeah, for me, it is. My quarterback's getting a lot of attention.
Oh yeah, Jackson Dart. I mean, the guy who Nate poo-pooed for multiple episodes on this show.
Yeah,
I love the irony
aura
of this.
Oh, yeah, so much aura about it.
Listen. Does Aura score touchdowns?
It can.
Just that shit or Sanders. That goes.
Jalen Hurts has underrated aura. Look at him.
No, he just yells out Bible verses and motivational speeches, and then runs through defenders or throws it to his two receivers.
That's my favorite. The fact that he's unnaturally handsome, and it's not fair.
Yeah,
my favorite was when he was walking through the tunnel and there's like a TV on top, and he looked at the TV. I guess they're talking like some crap about the Eagles, and he just like looked from the TV and then stopped looking. He nodded his head like,
okay. Well, that was staged.
It
was staged.
It's still cold though.
It's cold, but I don't buy it. He's not always in the right place at the right time. I don't care. He doesn't get to do everything. He doesn't get to be a walking motivational Hallmark card, Super Bowl MVP. Super Bowl quarterback.
Oh no, it's okay because every
naturally handsome looking
tries to debate top 10 quarterbacks. Dude, I love the NFL offseason, especially after my team wins a Super Bowl, because this is the second time now I've gotten to experience this, where everyone takes shots at Eagles fans, the Eagles team, and the Eagles quarterback. It was a little weirder in 2018. It was a little weirder in 2018 because we had Nick Foles and then we had Wentz coming back, but this year, it's like our quarterback was healthy, won. Oh, he had 18 touchdown passes and 14 rushing. I'm like, my brother, he had the greatest running back season in human history behind him. And that was him taking away half the touchdowns. So here's the thing. I don't like all these, and this is a call out to all NFL commentators of our level. The guys who are hustling, grinding, trying to make it big in what we love doing, which is talking sports. One, we love you. Do great. Keep making great content. But when it comes to the Eagles, stop shitting on Jalen Hurts. It makes you look like an idiot. I understand if you want to go at him from the standpoint of him missing throws, holding the football. There's things in his game that are not great. But you cannot tell me that getting a win and being the reason your team wins, being the motor of that car is for lack of a better metaphor, is not a reason why you're a ranked quarterback, because I don't give a F how many touchdown passes Lamar or Jalen or Joe Burrow or Josh Allen throw, because the only one who's been able to beat Mahomes was Joe Burrow, and because Mahomes is the big bad, he's Thanos, he's the one who destroys everything. Jalen's outplayed him twice in the Super Bowl, 3 times total. Josh Allen's only outplayed him once. It was in the regular season. I still consider Josh Allen obviously better than Hurts currently, but if Jalen keeps winning, racking up rings, and Josh Allen's the only ring he gets is the one he gives to Haley Steinfeld, then I mean, as much
Don't
as
you dare undersell that ring now, sir. Don't you dare undersell that one. Those are on equal ground, if not more.
My celebrity crush for like the last 7 years. I'm currently crushless right now. It's a little weird. But you know what? I'm happy for the guy. He apparently is a great dude. I actually have met dudes who either worked for Barstool or worked for local Buffalo media who have met the guy. He says he's a dude's dude. He's a great person. He's well liked in the community. You can't help. He's America's quarterback. because Buffalo Bills are turning into America's team. You have to root for them. Unless you're in the NFC East, like this grumpy dude below me, you are AFC East. You kind of want to root for Josh Allen and the Bills because you know what? They have taken the rod to the head for the past 3 decades. Their iconic quarterback, watch it, Nate. Their iconic quarterback had cancer and beat it. They have snowstorms. They literally have guys dropping like flies during the season, yet still make it to the AFC title. They're a lovable team of misfits and overpaid mid-tier players with an elite quarterback. You know what? It's, to me, it's a great heartwarming story. And congratulations, Josh and Haley. Apparently they're getting married this weekend, so congrats, guys.
And he's still at OTAs. Look at that.
Yeah, that's a damn quarterback right there.
That's a quarterback.
Stephon Diggs is pink powder, right?
Stephon Diggs has his hands and nostrils full. He's busy right now.
He's busy having girls call him daddy and hanging out pink powder.
Quick point of order, though. Saquon Barkley, wild, incredible elite season. LaDainian Thompson, 2006, still hasn't beat his
Yeah, or Adrian Peterson.
Oh, man. I miss LT.
Third best season of all time. Sorry.
Just made that clear. There will be no LaDainian slander around here. The OG's got to remember.
I am a huge LT person. Like, LaDainian Thompson, to me, is still the greatest running back of all time. I don't care what anybody says.
Best versatile running back, that's for sure. Most versatile, hands down. So just
point
of order for the young Gen Zs. We have to get that out there now.
Listen, everyone's
saw that stuff a lot.
So our generation here, Nathan, you're the mouthpiece for younger Gen Zers and Gen Alphas. We are older Gen Zers and millennials right here. Me and DJ, of course, are millennials. I think Matt is actually too. We got the beauty of LaDainian Tomlinson and Adrian Peterson
at the same time.
At the same damn time.
I even got to see LT on my team.
Well, you guys are responsible for ruining him, so I don't want to brag.
We got the 2 FC East championships.
Yeah, he had to share carries with Thomas Jones, who basically was a sledgehammer with legs.
His arms are bigger than sledgehammers. How dare you insult him by comparing him to sledgehammers? He was an entire building.
You know what was it like, dude? You go back. I was like, so I was playing Madden 07 on my OG Xbox over here the other day. You know, one of the original goats. Dude, the running backs in that game. But even you go back to like 04, you have like Priest Holmes, who was like one of the best, like little scat backs. You go like, I can't even explain it. From 2003 to about 2014 was maybe the greatest run of running backs I'd ever seen. You had like every year there's about 10 to 15 guys who were fantasy studs.
Don't forget, right behind Priest Holmes is Larry Johnson, who gave you 3,300 yards in 2 seasons.
You want to talk about a human sledgehammer to the ball, the defenders, or the people in his household? Larry Johnson. Sorry, that was too easy.
I say Herm Edwards completely destroyed that man in 2 seasons, like 700 plus carries in 2 years. Like, my goodness, he ran that man directly into the ground. No mercy whatsoever.
Steven Jackson, no one.
Brutal. That hurt to tackle him. That was Derrick Henry before Derrick Henry, just minus like 60 pounds.
And minus about 2 miles an hour on the top speed, but still.
It was just pain. There's Edgerrin James, who in his heyday was also a menace to deal with. Like, you could just look at the running back quarterback in those days. It was absolutely insane across the board.
Another Miami guy, Clinton Portis, dude, like electric factory when he got the ball in his hands.
Absolutely dynamic.
We could literally talk about like 2000s to 2010s running backs. I'll throw another one out there. You want to talk about just like speedy Amon Green?
The OG himself, Frank Gore.
Dude, he's the OG of OGs. He's been around since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. But yeah, Frank Gore was another one.
We founded this country on the back of Frank Gore.
Cedric Benson.
Yeehaw from Texas.
Dude, he was a menace to tackle. Cadillac Williams was another one. When him and Benson were together in Chicago, those two were a horrifying combination to try to tackle. Brian Westbrook, Philly native, babe. Like
Darren Sproles, all 5'4" of them, but still dynamic and impossible to deal with.
Cam Scadaboo said he wanted his dream running back to have Darren Sproles speed. I'm like, my brother, you realize it was just his legs moving fast. It wasn't his overall top speed.
I was like, he was small and he's incredibly agile, but that top speed was good enough. But let's take it.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of times as an Eagles fan, Matt and me witnessed one of his punt returns against the Jets, and it was like you see the defender starting to close as he gets to the goal line. But
we can't forget from Nate's team, good old Tiki Barber too.
Oh, dude, Tiki
high and tight.
My favorite was that Tiki retired the year before they won the Super Bowl. That because I hated Tiki Barber as a kid. So like,
and he crapped on Eli Manning during the season too.
Yeah, watching the Giants win the Super Bowl and then watching Tiki suffer was the greatest thing I ever seen in my life. I was like, I hate
was
both
good though
Barber
when he played.
brothers because Rondé's the reason we can go to the Super Bowl in 2002 against the Raiders.
You know who else we didn't talk about during that same time frame? The all-time yards in a season guy, Chris Johnson, CJ2K.
Yeah, third.
Won me 2 fantasy titles, by the way. Sean Alexander, another Alabama sledgehammer right there.
So elite.
Yes, he was.
My team's pride enjoy Curtis Martin.
Oh yeah. About Corey Dillon, another one. DJ, muted yourself, dog.
Broken microphone. But yes, Curtis Martin, top 7 all time in rushing still. Underrated OG.
04 Curtis Martin was like unbelievable. You could not stop him as a balanced runner. I'm trying to think of any other good ones that were great. Marion the Barbarian, man. I just depressed Cowboys fan. By the way, shout out to this dude's content. He's hilarious. But him breaking down Marion Barber's tape is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life because this dude was just an angry, is this what this guy calls an angry CTE baby, just running around like an animal trying to hurt everybody. Brandon Jacobs, speaking of like running downhill.
Have you seen
Brandon Jacobs in Madden 07 was broken.
So have you seen Brandon Jacobs' kids? Like they're coming out of high school and they dwarf him. It's like, how is that possible?
Married a tall woman? I'm not sure.
He's 6'4", 260, and those kids make him look like Cam Scattaboo. I don't understand it.
My favorite is a picture of Cam Scattaboo next to Abdul Carter. Because Abdul Carter's only 6'3", and Scattaboo's what, 5'8"?
Standing next to him, I was like, where's the rest of you?
I just realized, because the other day, I was like, oh, Cam Scattaboo's kind of on the shorter side. I'm like, and I have a buddy who's, look similar build to Scattaboo. He's in the armed forces. Like the dude's, 5'7.5", 5'8", about 210 pounds, looks like a brick with legs. Yeah, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I understand why that'd be hard to tackle.
Yeah, that hurts. That makes sense.
Speaking of college,
Cam Scattaboo's who I went in the 14th round, and then you took him right before me.
Who, me?
I think it was you. Somebody took him in the mock. I was
No,
so
it
mad.
wasn't me.
My mom thought it's May.
I have a rule about Giants running backs. Either I draft them and they break every bone in their body or tear every ligament in their legs, or they just underperform like crazy, so just leave them alone because they'll do it anyway.
I see.
Yeah, so when Saquon went down in 2023, that was my fault because I drafted.
I see. So what's going to happen is this year I'm going to draft Saquon. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, so he'll probably run for 2,000 yards again.
Yeah, I don't know about that. The number 1 scoring running back has not repeated since Todd Gurley.
And we saw that's another one. Damn, Todd Gurley. Okay, I tried to explain to somebody the other day how Todd Gurley was a touchdown machine, and people didn't understand he was better than McCaffrey, better than Saquon. He was a elite running back. His knees were gone.
He's still number 8th in the NFL in touchdown scores since 2014.
And he hasn't played since 2018, 19?
I think 20 was his last year, something like that.
With the Falcons, right?
Yeah, and that was barely productive. So, yeah, basically in half the time, he's still top 10 in total touchdowns.
I had him for 2 fantasy seasons. It was just so much fun. You rely on him to get 6 and about 80 to 110 all-purpose yards.
Le'Veon Bell during that time before he turned into an OnlyFans guy.
My favorite was my cousin drafting Le'Veon Bell with the first overall pick, even though I warned him 7 times not to take him because this was the holdout year.
Yeah. A simpler time, back when running backs mattered.
2013, LaShawn McCoy.
Couldn't touch him.
Or 2014, LaShawn McCoy. Basically, LaShawn McCoy from 2010 through 2014.
Le'Veon Bell with the Steelers.
You just said that.
I'm so sorry. My brain is I'm
love
doing 2
LaShawn
different
McCoy
things.
when he wasn't on TV. He was great when he was with
Dude,
the Eagles.
LaShawn McCoy, I love his podcast with Deshaun because it's hilarious. But when can we just shut down that whole TV show? It's a bunch of testosterone idiots. Him,
Which one?
Chase Daniel. I want to beat Chase Daniel. I hate that man.
Why?
He is such a slime ball with his takes. He is such an axe around Philadelphia, and it cracks me up. I think it's called The Facility or whatever. Emmanuel Acho, the hot take artist, and then isn't it like Joy Taylor? No, James Jones. James Jones. Some of his takes are awful too. It's literally a round table of football dummies. Except for I love Shady. Shady's royalty. Like if his car broke down in front of my house, even my mother would make him a home cooked meal. Like LaShawn McCoy's loved in my house because my family mostly being of Eagles fans, my sister, my mom, me. We all have memories of LaShawn McCoy breaking 18 dudes' ankles in the house and like doing a little shady dance, everything else. But like, dude, stop talking. Like the whole thing about like, oh, Jalen Hurts calls the plays. He really doesn't. AJ Brown said, no, he didn't. Bro, you just need clickbait because y'all show loses more credibility per day because Chase Daniel a hater.
I will say, this is off topic, but you mentioned this earlier. 2 things. 1, next week I'm gonna find you 5 potential women that could be your next crush. 5 of them.
We'll do this off camera because I'm gonna ask for things I shouldn't be asking for on camera.
You got it. And 2, rest in peace to Klay Thompson's dog. He passed away today.
Oh no!
Yeah, I know.
Why do you have to say that now? Now we're sad.
I just rest in peace. He was his best friend. So.
That just makes it sad. But now we're sad the rest of the show.
All right, no. I'm gonna bring the mood up because the trailer for CFB 26 dropped today.
I swear, if it's anything about the Eagles, I'm leaving. If that's your idea, bring the mood back up and you say Philadelphia Eagles.
I don't want to talk about the Eagles, okay? Listen, like we won the title. I want to just enjoy it for about 3 more months, and then in August, go full rabid animal again and start cursing every team that exists and goes near us. Because that's how I am.
I can't wait to throw 4 picks in Miami Stadium.
Dude, Jameis Winston's first pass in OTAs was picked off, and I'm like, Giants are back, baby!
Look, those 2 games that he starts before he gets benched for Jackson Dart are going to be electric.
Or gets benched. Wait, okay, guys, let's be honest. Russell Wilson plays on a different team to start the year, right? He's not starting with the Giants. They're going to.
Ryan Dabble already said he's the starter, so I think he's going to at least.
What do you mean he's starting?
I don't like. Wait, are you going to let Jameis go? Are you going to let Dart go? Like,
I think it's going to be.
No, Jameis is going. If anything,
I think the depth chart will be Russ Wilson, Jameis Winston, Jackson Dart.
Should be fun.
And DeVito's
my
gone.
favorite is the
Thank
fact
God.
that my favorite is the fact that Shadur Sanders might start the season on the Browns practice squad.
Well, that's if he clears the waivers, right?
Yeah, because the thing is, like, somebody gets signed off the practice squad.
He will start for the Browns this year. I'm calling it.
No,
right
he will
now.
not.
I promise you. I swear to God.
Because Nate, I know you're part of the Shadur Sanders.
No, I'm dead serious. It's not because that. I swear to God, he's starting this season.
He's not going to because Jimmy.
I will put my foot down as best I can, and I'm yes.
Barring injury, he will start.
Hey, Hot Wheels, relax. It's okay. Nate, I'm telling you right now. Here's the problem: is he's getting outdone by Dylan Gabriel at the Browns game.
It's not.
Yes, he is. You actually talk to the actual Browns writers. They have him higher on the depth chart already. And
I know, but statistically, Shadur's better. I'm just saying, statistically, Shadur's doing better than the Gabriel.
Yeah, okay. We talked about this. His entire offense was stat padding because
statistically, like during OTAs.
Okay, stats and OTAs that really do not mean shit.
Yeah, but like that just shows like the play is.
We're not even in training camp, guys. We don't know who's.
I know.
With how bad the Browns are, I expect.
I would love for Shador to succeed, but I need him to be humbled first.
Shador started by
he lives in Cleveland, Ohio. Now that's all you need to know. That is humbling.
He might not make the Browns starting roster.
Just wait till the first room.
I think the quarterback room is going to be Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and Shadur Sanders, and then Joe Flacco gets cut.
I think it's going to be Sanders goes to practice squad because they can afford to put him there. And
I don't think he clears waivers.
The thing is, opening practice. No, like, yeah, that's right. He'll probably get picked up by some other team who wants the circus, but it's not even the poor kid at this point. It's his dad. Nate, we've had these discussions before where you may have argued at a point for 20 minutes, and I end up being right. Chris learned this lesson. I see into the future. I know things.
You didn't see Chris become the starting
quarterback. I literally said he is Darren Connor from Oregon mixed with Colt McCoy. He is not an NFL quarterback, at least at his current state.
You also didn't think Chris was, yet here he is.
What?
He'll be.
You didn't think Chris was either, and here he is about to start for the Saints.
That's true. Oh, that's facts.
Shout out to my boy Chris Liboff, aka Tyler Shit. Let's go. We got. Speaking of let's go, we got to do some drafting. Right? Wait, you guys want to do 4-pack first, or you want to do KB draft?
I thought we were talking NCAA. No, we skip there for next time.
No, we were just gonna say the trailer drop. We don't have to go crazy about it.
Oh yeah, good trailer, right?
Let's hope the game's
great trailer. Fun. Go check it out if you haven't watched it yet. It's very fun.
I like the light show.
The light show. Enter Sandman's in it. Thank God. Even though I hate Virginia Tech itself, I love their traditions.
Whoa, take it easy there.
I do love the
there's
town.
also-
Listen, I will say this. I love the town of Blacksburg. I've been there twice now. It's very nice.
There's also crossplay in Dynasty, so
That made me happy
yeah.
too.
I'm gonna
KB
whoop that butt.
Dynasty boys. KB
Play me,
Dynasty.
Jared. Yeah, whoop it.
And if anybody says it can't be Miami, I'm literally fighting you on site.
Well, I
I'll
guess
beat you
we're
in
fighting on
Cal.
Yeah. Nate, how did that work when you guys had a 24-point lead last year?
Listen, I'm running the offense, not whoever our OC
So
was.
we'll
or-
beat you by
There's no
40.
Cam
Got
Ward to
it.
save the day this time.
No,
Trust-
technically it was Elijah Roy. No, sorry, Riley Williams saved our butt. It was that 4th and 26 with the flip pass and whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
all right, that game was out of control. And the fact that I had to start watching at 10:30 at night. This is why I hate the fact that you guys are on a conference. Just bring back the Pac-12. Stop with the stupidity. I blame Ohio. I blame the schmucks from Los Angeles, California for that.
Oh, for the Pac-12,
UCLA and USC, those idiots. Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
yes, yes.
if USC backs out the Notre Dame rivalry, hey Notre Dame, we'll play you every year. I hate you guys, but I also respect you guys. We'll play you every year. If those idiots want to blow up this rivalry because they're soft.
You're gonna see Mario Cristobal in the game. You get to yell at him if something goes wrong.
I yell at him anyway. I don't need extra time doing that.
Oh, right.
I have a love-hate relationship with Mario Cristobal. Anyway, we're going to talk about. So you guys want to do a 4-pack first, then we'll do the KB draft on the show.
Yeah, we could do that. Before
All
we
right.
do the UFL stuff, the updated standings. Jared went 3-1 on the week because the Defenders lost. So Jared is 28-9. Nate went 2-2 on the week, so Nate is 24-12. And I obviously went 0-4 on the week because I had to pick against Jared. So I'm 21-15. So I'm officially eliminated. And Nate is behind you by 4. So Nate needs to pick against you. And if somehow you go 0-4 and Nate goes 4-0, we'd have to figure out a tiebreaker, maybe into the playoffs.
Maybe we'll just do like the tiebreaker in the first round.
Yeah, so essentially I am meaningless in this tournament now. I'll still pick, obviously, but it doesn't matter what I pick because I am very much eliminated as I am down 7 from first.
I'm shooting from the hip on this one. So I may literally choke this away with 1 week to go. I'm up. Basically, I have to win 1 over Nate, and I clinch and get my hat.
Either you win 1 or I lose 1.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of how it goes. Anyway, all right. So
Yeah.
UFL 4-pack presented by Candidates. Promo code BELLYUP20 for 20% off at checkout. I play baseball 2 days a week. Love it. Play a lot. I enjoy being back on the field. One of my favorite things to have is a tin of Candidips. It is the best dip alternative on the market. Homegrown CBD and CBD products. It is just a great thing to have, especially if you are a guy like me who tries to avoid doing the mouth tobacco anymore. The only tobacco now I ingest is cigars because that's America's tobacco. But when it comes to this, the dip stuff, Candidips is superior. Check them out right now, candidips.com. Promo code BELLYUP20 for 20% off. Official sponsor of the Korner Booth Podcast, the 4-pack, and Belly Sports. We're starting off the Jared Matt Bowl, round 2. Backups and backups. I'm going with the Battlehawks. They have the superior backup quarterback. Silver looked elite last week in the second half. Like they were chucking nukes. I'm going with the Battlehawks here. They put in their backups in the second half against a Brahma starting lineup, and they still kicked them up and down the field. Now, listen, Nate's Brahahamas. No, they're not Nate's anymore. They're bad. They're awful. They probably should be relegated. Hey, send them up to Hartford. Make them the Hartford Rebels, and we'll legit have a Northeast team finally. I'm with it. But, yeah, San Antonio got massacred by the backups. It was actually closer with the starters in. Give me the Battlehawks to win here. The Defenders last week with their backups lost to Houston. So, oh, no. Your starters played most of the game, didn't they?
For last week?
Yeah, I believe your starters played most of the game.
Yeah, I believe so as well.
Okay. Well, listen, Battlehawks, I'm going to text Zach after this game because if he has any insight, because I'm kind of nervous. I'm whatever. I'll take Battlehawks here. Take the faith. I feel like Defenders probably sit because they're a full game behind now.
I got to look at the what are the standings?
We're a game up on you guys.
Yeah, you're 1 up on us. So,
you win.
I mean, I guess they could play their starters if they want to get Tiamu maybe the MVP thing, but I would assume if they've clinched the playoffs, so I'd assume they're probably gonna.
And the locations are, it's basically for bragging rights who's the higher seed, but it's the locations of the games have already been set.
I mean, I know they're going to hold a tiebreaker. They'll probably play the starters for the first half, and then depending on how the game goes, maybe they'll sit them out. But I actually think I might actually go Battlehawks here too, just because eventually if they start to throw in the backups, we have not seen the defenders' backups, and that is just a big unknown. I have not seen what I think Matt Delila. I think that's the name of the backup. I have not seen what that guy's capable of. It's been Jordan Ta'amu the entire year, so. Thankfully, he has been healthy, but I might take the Battlehawks here and just take the safer backup bet just in case the defenders do throw in the second string. Because, like I said, we have not seen what a quarterback room can do besides him.
Nate, who you taking? Taking defenders?
Yes, sir. Whatever you pick, I pick the opposite.
All right, so I'm going to pick every one that looks as crazy as possible. Deej.
Dang right.
We'll take the defenders in this one. Close game.
Yeah, high five.
All right. We're going to the Roughnecks and the Panthers. I'll let DJ go first here. I'm a little nervous about this. This is one of the games I'm actually kind of nervous about.
This is a good place at a mid-roll. We'll go and take the Panthers just because they're the favorite. We'll take the Panthers. I think they're slightly better, but yet
they disappointed me last week, but I think also the Stallions just pulled that one out of nowhere. I don't think the backups was back-to-back weeks. Panthers are still technically the favorite to win the whole damn thing, so give me the Panthers to win here as well.
Is there buys in the?
No, there's just a week off that every team gets, and they start playing in 2 weeks.
Oh, all right. I think I mean, it doesn't matter what I'm going to do, but I feel like I might go Roughnecks just because Michigan's already clinch the playoff berth, and the Roughnecks are probably going to play the starters, and they're probably just going to go on every fourth down possible because they have nothing to lose. So I think it's going to be one of those games where that team squeaks out a win because they have nothing to lose, so they just go for everything.
Nate?
Cool. I like it rough, so give me the Roughnecks.
Okay.
Pause. Nate, Cage, now.
No, it's a play on words because it's
Nope. It's a family show somewhat. Nate's Penalty Box presented by our friends at Righteous Felon. Promo code BUTT for 15%
the Liars box for that one. My goodness.
That was wild.
It's Thursday, it's not Monday show.
I don't get it.
Nate's going to go home on Sundays for Sunday dinner with family. They're going to ask him, where did you learn these things? And he's going to say, my friends on the East Coast.
Cease and desist notice, okay?
My friends on the East Coast have taught me these things.
It's that Polish kid with the red beard. He's the problem. All right. Renegades, Brahmas. Give me Luis Perez and the Renegades to win here. The Brahmas are the worst team I've ever seen in any kind of football, like high school, pro, semi-pro, U37. It does not matter. They are terrible.
Yeah, Renegades, Brahmas, no. Even though Nate's
the fact they have a win is impressive.
Yes, sir. Give me the Brahmas.
Look at Nate. Started the season off with the Brahmas, ending the season with the Brahmas.
Yes, sir. Ain't that pretty? It's a storybook
full
ending.
circle moment.
Darn right it is, Matty boy.
It's only fitting that Nate ends the season with the Brahmas on an island, so we'll take the Renegades who had a mate. You got it.
If the Bahamas if they can win this game, we'll see what happens. But I don't know. Who knows?
And my favorite soundbite of the last 6 months: the Stallions versus the Showboats. Nate, you got me?
What? As in what?
I'm a stallion, baby.
Oh, right. Gosh darn it. I didn't have the sound ready. Gosh darn it.
All right, give me this. Yeah, give me the Stallions. Yeah, give me the Stallions here. Their backups, honestly, they may have the deepest team in this league. They're not the best team, but damn, they're the deepest. Like they took Michigan to the woodshed in that last two drives. So, give me the Stallions here. The Showboats are literally that was a bad season. Shout out to our boy Zach Kyleman, who literally said they were his surprise team to make the playoffs this year. DJ, he literally came on the show last 2 weeks. It was last Monday. And I literally the first thing I said was, "So how about the showboats there, Zachy boy?" He's like, "Shut up."
Yeah, I mean,
Too soon.
I'm gonna go Stallions too on this one. Showboats have burnt me like twice, and I can't do it again, even though it doesn't matter.
I did pick them for one upset. They did get it for me. I was pretty impressed. DJ, Stallions.
We're gonna take the Stallions too, so Nate's on an island with the Showboats again.
Yep.
He's sitting there
I like.
I'm gonna take this like a man.
Yes, sir. I like when she. I'm kidding. You see me the show.
Stop it.
I stopped myself.
DJ's about to start pulling out the red flags. Okay, like we're about to
say
say
you want to take a Showboats pun or a Stallions pun. Either way, I'm uncomfortable.
I know. Nathan, this is we're not a family show, but we're not a like show you watch at 11 p.m. on HBO.
You don't have room for your Gen Z degeneracy.
We should be though. I ain't gonna lie.
That's called 3rd and 10.
Yeah. Okay.
Nah.
I don't think Brian has that kind of content in his system.
Not yet. He hasn't been. He just a little bit more time around Nate, and he'll get it by osmosis.
Yeah, and then watch. Then I'm gonna get blamed for it. All right. Nate, we need a draft order, my friend, for
yes,
the
we do.
football defense draft.
Yes, we do. Give me 30 seconds if you don't mind, good sir.
I'll give you a minute.
That's fine with me. I'm a fast
I'm only going to
man.
give you 45 seconds.
They call me Speed Racer.
Look at the
I
Jets
thought it was
fan
Hot
being
Wheels.
cheap over here. We're gonna start calling you Woody.
No, please.
Oh, I like Woody.
Call me
You know,
Brick.
Oh man, in the mornings.
Pause.
God damn it!
Rewind. Delete.
Where's the flag, DJ?
I threw it already. Like I had to recoil.
No, we need a red one. Like he's ejected.
The red one's gone. It's been thrown so many times on this show. I don't know where it's at.
Alrighty, so it is going to be okay. So movie over here, movie over here. Me, DJ, Jared, and Matt. Apparently, thanks to the wheel. Yes.
Is
All right,
Oh, you lost.
So listen, like we did the offensive game last week, we're doing something very similar. We're going to start it off. We're going to do one corner. No, actually, no. We'll do two corners, one safety, one linebacker, and two defensive linemen. You can do two edge rushers. You can do two D tackles. So basically, it's going to be seven players total, 7 on 7. So you're going to get two corners, one safety, one linebacker, and two edge rushers.
Sounds good.
Actually, it's 6, but still, we're good.
Okay, I was in back. Hold on now.
Wait, you said
We're going to do two defensive linemen. So edge rushers, or like that could be outside linebackers, 3-4 guys, 3-4 or 4-3 edge rushers, D tackles. Edge or interior guys.
All right, so 2 quarterback killers, 2 center of the fields, 2 islands. Got it.
Basically, yeah.
2 edges.
We're going to do
2 corners.
6-man roster here.
2 edges, 2 corners. What? I'm so sorry, boss. What's the other?
Linebackers. Yeah, 1 linebacker, 1 safety, and then 2 the rest.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, DJ. Appreciate it. All right. Okay.
All right. So we're
position by position.
Yeah. So we're going to start off with the order is we're going to go work from front to back. So we're going to go line, linebacker, corners, safety.
I was hoping we don't have to go for any position we want so we could fight over if we take corner first. But okay, this is fair. We'll allow
All
fairness.
Right, so Nathan, you were the first pick in the edge rusher and lineman round.
I bet. Give me. Let's see. Trying to think of an edge rusher. Oh wow, I'm tripping.
You have like 5 of them on your team.
I know, huh?
Remember, this is flag football, though. This isn't so like guys like Jalen Carter and Sexy Dexy are not getting drafted.
They're definitely
Chris Jones could be because he could put 3 arms up to bat the ball down.
It's true.
Give me TJ Watt.
TJ Swat. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Deej.
Give me Micah Parsons.
I'm going to take the guy with the helmet who has a cup behind you, number 95, Myles Garrett.
That was my flip a coin moment.
Give me Nick Bosa.
That's a good pick.
Give me the fastest edge rusher in football. Give me.
Oh, I got to pick again.
What are you doing?
I'm just kidding. Sorry, my bad. I jumped the gun. I completely.
Flag of the line.
All
Sorry.
right, Nick Bosa, and then for my second one, give me. No, I'm not gonna. No, one's gonna be great. One's gonna be hurt.
Got the ball down.
Give me Max Crosby.
Mad Max. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna take the leader in the sacks for the Eagles this year. He also runs a sub 4.4. Give me Nolan Smith.
Dang, I didn't even think. I wasn't thinking about my pick. I was too busy interrupting Matt's to think about my own pick. So hold on, I gotta take a moment now. Pull myself together.
I want guys who can run.
That's why I took Micah Parsons first. Now I'm trying to think of someone that could run alongside him that I would like.
I forgot Myles Garrett was an edge. Holy crap! Today is Thursday. I'm terrible.
What did you think he played?
I'm sorry. I'm multitasking. I'm sorry.
Give me Brian Burns.
Aw, man.
It's all right,
Actually,
Nate. You get first pick at linebacker.
He sure can. Give me Abdul Carter. He's quick. That's a homer pick.
That's Darth Vader.
Okay, so is mine. All right, Nate, linebacker.
Linebacker. Ooh, there's a lot of good linebackers in this league.
What the hell happened?
Give me.
That went from Asian to Southern. I'm really confused right now.
Is this what the new Harry Potter is going to be like?
Give me Fred Warner.
Now British.
Yeah, you just want Hermione on us.
How many people are watching? Okay, too many people to make that joke. So moving on.
Oh boy! All right,
We'll take Zach Bond.
he's bald as heck.
Relatable.
He's also a first team All Pro.
He sure is.
I just need him to force fumbles now, even in flag football. Dre Greenlaw.
Ooh, ACL tear in the Super Bowl. Yeesh.
I'm trying to go down the list of linebackers I like that are good in this league. Crap. I literally was banking at him take somebody other than Zach Bond.
I did that to be a dick.
Yeah, I know you did. It's okay.
You want him? I'll take somebody else if you want Zach Bond.
No, it's okay. Unless you want to take somebody else.
I'm gonna take Roquan Smith. You can have Zach Bond.
Come on.
Okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, wait a minute. There's somebody from...
No.
Okay. I'll take Zach Bond. DJ gets Roquan Smith.
Come on. All right. Well, that was what I wanted.
Damn it! I tried to shave time off by being a generous man, and unfortunately, I just did the exact thing. I just delayed it. I just kicked the can down the road. Call me the Saints.
There you go.
Right.
There's another guy, Matt. There's another guy out there.
I will take Roquan's buddy. I'll take Patrick Queen.
That's a good pick.
Oh, I get to pick
Your first corner, yeah.
Is it corners?
Corners. Safety's last.
Okay.
Cool. Corners. All right. Well,
Corner.
I'm gonna go Sauce.
I am going to go PS2.
I'm a little perturbed because you were supposed to take your boy Quignon, leaving me PS2. So this leaves me in a predicament where I will have to take Christian Gonzalez.
Elite.
Anton.
Gosh dang. Trent McDuffie.
That's
Going with the Nick. Going with the versatility, Nathan.
I like him a lot.
I don't like this Harry Potter accent.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
All right, Nate, take your last corner.
So the Hogwarts Express, the Panda Express.
Give me Jair Alexander.
We're leaving one of the best cornerbacks in the league off, DJ. I hope to God you take him before I do.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Well, I'm taking Quignon Mitchell since he came back to me.
What is it?
I'm taking Quignon Mitchell since he came back to me.
I'm taking Derek Stingley.
No, that's great. That's cool. Quignon Mitchell's my child.
I love Quignon. Listen. I do, but like a good consolation prize is Derek Stingley. I'm okay with that.
Which is why if we switch spots, it'd be the exact same thing.
I know. It's like we're like me and DJ are sitting here in the middle of the draft. Like we'll take all the best talent right here.
I'm thinking flag football. I put a lot of value into the height of those corners too. So having 2 6'2" corners, I'm like, yeah, we're cooking now.
I can't believe I forgot Quignon 6'2". I was gonna say, unless you want tall corners, you can go 6'4" Keely Ringo.
I need good corners though.
He's gonna have a good season here. I'm telling you right now.
Who you got, Matt?
All right. So my second and final corner, I'm going for speed here. I'll take Cooper Sharp.
Cooper DeJean.
Oh, I was like, who's Cooper Sharp? And then I just
Not
That's
the Chiefs.
You haven't hung out with Chris enough to that's what only the thing he calls him.
I know. A little slow today.
And then I get a safety. This is the final pick, right?
Yep.
It sure is.
I'll take Minka.
That's good.
I'm gonna take Antoine Winfield.
Oh heck yes, I'm gonna take Kyle Hamilton.
Gosh, dang it.
I got.
There's a guy in Arizona you could take there, Nate.
I don't like him in flag football because he's a tackling machine, not necessarily a.
Fine, take the guy from Los Angeles.
Give me Derwin James.
There you go.
I was gonna say, Nate, I'm trying to feed you layups here.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Nah, take the guy from Houston.
Who's that?
The Enigma, CJGJ.
I'm good.
That actually would have been a good flag football pick.
He would start a fight with like one of the French guys or something.
That's the point. We want him as a tone setter.
He'll get in his start to throw his way to burn him and then just intercept them all.
I'm just saying, we better not allow more than 14 points to any team we face in the Olympics.
I was gonna say, like, we basically. I mean, we're gonna lose. Like, Fred Warner's probably gonna play for Mexico, and so Christian Gonzalez play for, I think, what is it, Colombia?
If they even field a team. Let's be honest.
I just saw yesterday that the president of Taiwan came to America this week to try to convince Stuart Fairchild Jr. and Corbin Carroll to play for Taiwan. I'm like, I think Corbin Carroll's Japanese. He's American and he's white and Japanese. I don't think he's Taiwanese. And also, dude, he's going to be a starting outfielder for Team USA. You can't tell me that, like, I'm sorry, the guy is second in the league in home runs, and he's 5'9" and runs like a rocket.
He is Taiwanese.
He is Taiwanese. Yeah, he better play for Team USA, or he is dropping down my list of favorite Diamondbacks.
I still want to see
right now he's USA. These colors don't run, baby. Especially when Taiwan's got to run to us to protect them.
Nah, I respect it. If he wants to play for Taiwan, play for Taiwan.
I don't. You play for Team USA. You're going to be a starter for the U.S. Are you kidding me?
Facts. Hey, Paul Skeene, I can't wait to see him pitch for USA.
Yeah, he was electric yesterday. I was watching them. They killed him.
Fire away, 100 miles an hour, right down the bike.
I can't wait for him to eventually get traded.
You just say A's. Go to the Yankees because you always get what you want.
Yeah.
No, they don't really anymore.
We've burnt our whole farm out with all these trades, and
the baseball gods are now in their process of punishing the Yankees for the next 20 years. This is like the post Reggie Jackson, pre Derek Jeter days, where it's just kind of funny.
Problem is they have the best baseball, so they're not even getting punished properly.
Well, yeah, but they're going to just be punished by making the playoffs every damn year and then losing.
They must be destroyed from pillar to post. Matt must be punished for their sins.
Nah, he's a Jets fan. He suffers enough.
Okay, that's fair. Matt doesn't have to be punished for their sins, but the Yankees have to be punished for their sins.
Listen, no, the Mets have to be punished for throwing a game on purpose to keep a team out of the playoffs. And
they are already punished, and that is in their DNA.
It's never enough. To quote Kendrick Lamar, it's not enough.
It's always enough. It's like being being the University of Ohio. Nobody cares.
Bury them, burn them, put them in a hole on the way to China. Let's do it.
Nothing was more painful than that 2023 year where the Yankees were terrible and missed the playoffs and barely went over 500, and then Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles in 4 plays a month later.
I was conflicted because the Diamondbacks were having the miracle run of all miracle runs. The Hurricanes managed to blow 3 games in a row, and then I had the Eagles beginning their choke job. November through January of sports was just brutal to me for that year.
I'm sorry. Rodgers ran out the tunnel with the flag.
America, baby.
4 plays.
Yeah, and then all of TikTok was like Aaron Rodgers' greatest plays as a New York Jet, and it was just him running out of the tunnel with the flag, and then.
Well, I mean, you guys basically put a multi-million-dollar quarterback behind a $20 offensive line and expected it to work.
Bro, Zach Wilson saw him go down. He was like, "Oh shoot, I got to do this again."
It's like the Grand Theft Auto meme with CJ.
I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that guy had to start the whole year. I couldn't believe it. I was like,
You were
listen,
so
maybe he'll
excited,
play-
I bet, man. You were so excited.
maybe
to
he'll
see
play
Rodgers
like
start.
4 or 5 games. I couldn't believe that guy played the whole year. I wonder if like that year would have been the year of that year would have been what last year was just a year earlier.
But that game was so cool. You guys went on the kick on the punt return.
No,
Dude, I remember turning the game on. I was about to go to sleep, and I'm like, it's like Xavier Gibson. I'm like, what is happening now? I'm like, oh, this is lit, dude.
The Jets are going to make the playoffs.
It was great, but
It was like kind of like a bittersweet like consolation prize.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you had a great weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed Memorial Day. Back Monday, we'll announce our winner of the UFL pick 'em for this year. Hopefully, it's me. We are also going to probably talk about who's in the NBA Finals, unless Matt's team makes the miracle run of miracle runs. We'll be doing a little other stuff, and on top of that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start getting ready for the off-season. So we'll kind of let you know about scheduling conflicts, maybe shows we're taking off. Because from now, June is the weirdest month in sports. Besides the NBA Finals and UFL playoffs, not really much to talk about. Baseball is just kind of in the rhythm. NFL gets really quiet until, the postseason. So you might see a couple changes to the show. Maybe we'll do some new segments, bring in some new things like that. But DJ, we appreciate you stopping by, my friend, and coming on for your 80,000th episode of the Korner Booth. You can find DJ and Kelsey and all their amazing content at High Low Sports on everything. They just dropped a live show yesterday. We did a mock draft featuring me and Matt. I had the number 1 overall pick, and I took Saquon. Yeah, I don't trust the Bengals offense this year. I feel like they're going to have a regression. I feel like Joe Burrow is going to try to force feed T. Higgins a lot because of his contract, and I feel like it's going to be weird. I don't know. I have weird theories. I never draft wide receivers first overall unless they're the only good receiver on their team. That's it. That's all, folks. Shout out to Righteous Felon Candidates and, of course, SeatGeek, the best ticketing app on the planet. We appreciate you guys for stopping by. Minnesota, get your shit together. We will see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend, and we're out.
Go Bears! Yeah, not Chicago.